Alrighty, how are you doing? How are you doing now? Um, I'm gonna do a very important video here. And right now, I'm a person who is gifted prophetically. God has used me very powerfully prophetically, but also I don't call myself a prophet or anything like that. I'm not worthy of that at this point. I don't feel, but I do have a spirit of Joseph, and also as a spirit of understanding what's going on. Sometimes I can right off the bat I can understand things. Sometimes it just takes me just to be in something for a while. Like, oh, I get it, you know, and I understand how things work. I don't say this in all my videos, but I'm saying it in this video. This is something that we really need to pay attention to. This is about President Trump. This is about President Trump and why he's having so much fierce opposition. Why is President Trump having so much fierce opposition? Now, this is very important here. I really believe what we see in the physical, and I talked about this before in another way, but I'm not going to get into that right now. I will get into it a little bit later in this video, though, or I'll do a separate video on it. I'm not sure. But what we're seeing in the physical is a representation of what's going on behind the scenes in the spirit. This is a biblical principle that we understand. All right, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against powers in high places, spiritual darkness, in high places. All right. So we must understand what we're dealing with. That's very important to diagnose what you're dealing with, understand where it's coming from. All right. So the opposition just against President Trump is a lot different than ever. I don't think I can't I can't say this for sure because I'm not a presidential historian, but what seems to be going on with President Trump seems to be a lot different than a lot of other presidents in history. So it might not be just that it is unique to President Trump. It might just be that this is the level and the age of warfare that we're in right now. Either way, it's very important that we understand what's going on. What's going on right now is that the enemy is afraid. Okay? Satan is afraid of President Trump. Okay? Now, they're afraid of President Trump because he is not business as usual. And what he is trying to do is to actually save the United States of America. Socially, morally, and economically, I believe President Trump is a good man. Even last year when the primaries was on, I was a Ted Cruz guy. I was so against Donald Trump. I was afraid of Donald Trump. But what I always thought about, because I used to try to figure out, well, why are people supporting Donald Trump for? I couldn't figure out why Christians and conservatives, why are you supporting this guy for? This guy's crazy. And there was a few things that I understood that I could see why they were supporting him for. One of the things was because I'm like, you know what? Even though he seems crazy, he's, morally, he doesn't seem right. As far as, he's cursing and, whatever, he's not my cup of tea. I like the guy, the straight laced guy, who's a Christian, Ted Cruz. So, and that's not all the way true with Ted Cruz either. All right. Truth be told. All right. But Donald Trump definitely wasn't the guy for people like me. But I'm like, but Trump loves America. That I can give to him. I do believe that he loves America. He's doing this because he loves America. He's losing billions of dollars in business. He's putting himself out there. He's doing it because he loves America. And the other thing is that he's a businessman. He wants to get things done. He wants to save this nation for his children and his grandchildren, etc. That's what I believed. And wonderfully, I was right about that. He's been earning my trust, but Satan is afraid of Donald Trump, and the Democrats are Satan's children. They are bringing Satan's wishes to the earth. And so that's why they're scrambling so hard. They are so afraid of Donald Trump and what he represents. What Donald Trump represents is the ability for conservatives and Christians to win national elections, be close to the people, and communicate with the people. And he has changed the whole electoral college like none other. I mean, it has been remarkable. If he can get his agenda through, he's reaching out to the black community. I believe he can do it. As much as it can be done, I believe that he can do it. He's reaching out to the Hispanic community. I believe that he can do it. Okay? He's appointing judges that are pro-life, that are pro-American, that are pro-Constitution. He is dangerous. Satan is afraid. The Democrats, when I say Satan, is interchangeable with the Democrats. When I say the Democrats, is interchangeable with Satan. This is the party of abortion on demand. This is the party of transgendered bathrooms. I want a 13-year-old boy who identifies as a girl to be in the same bathroom as your 12-year-old girl. That's the Democratic Party. Okay, they're the party of poverty and death. Look at Chicago. Look at New Orleans. Look at our public schools. Okay, that's if you need a little brush up on this. All right, and so Satan is afraid of President Trump. So you have all this Russian collusion stuff. I mean, oh my God. What president have we ever had that as soon as he came into office, modern day now, and again, maybe ever, I don't know. As soon as he comes into office, he was elected by the people. We are a nation by the people, for the people. As soon as he comes into office, it's all this Russian collusion stuff, obstruction of justice, all of these crazy hearings. We're not even talking about the issues. We got North Korea, we have Iran, we have the actual Russian Empire that's, causing havoc across the world. We have the Chinese in the South China Sea. We have ISIS killing people, killing little girls in London, doing attacks here in America. All of these different things. And you mean to tell me we have these unfounded accusations against our president and his staff? A bunch of lies. They don't have anything to say that there's any kind of Russian collusion, but that is what everyone is so up in arms about. That's all that we can talk about on the news. Basically, everybody's just going crazy over President Trump. Steve Harvey can't even have a meeting with him. When has that ever happened? Even with George Bush. Come on now, people. Satan is afraid of Donald Trump. I'm going to stop this video and I'm going to go into the biblical tie-in to everything that I'm saying. This video didn't go the way that I wanted it to go. I'm a little off center right now because I'm trying not to wake up my son. But the thing is that, wow, Satan is afraid of Donald Trump. And that's a good thing for us, people. It's a good thing.